And obviously, as you can see, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I've simulated the preseason, did my cuts, and now we're going to get going. For any Madden players who are interested, if we do have 2 online connected franchise leagues, one for the Xbox One, one for the PS4. If you're viewing this after the fact, I'll have the URL for the info on that in the description. But it is iongamecorner.wix.com/iongc. That'll get you to the main site, and you can find the Madden 15 details from there. If you want, you can contact me on Xbox Live. It's Arethius, or Kagone, Kagone, on PlayStation Network for the PS4 League. Right now, the PS4 League hasn't started yet, and the Xbox One is at a standstill due to the player versus player games not recording the results bug.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1, as these 2 teams have high hopes for the season ahead.
As much as I do enjoy the new presentation style of the game, I'm going to skip through a lot of it. Mostly because I'm playing this on actual 15-minute quarters, so buckle up if you're here. We're going to be here for the long ride. Playing on all-pro difficulty, all Madden seems a little bit too frustrating at first. I'll probably tweak it a little if I find that I'm doing far too well. My goal is, whether I'm winning, losing, doesn't matter, as long as the games are pretty realistic. That's the important thing. Oh, I forgot about the new Bucks jerseys. We'll see how much I actually talk on this. Right now I'm looking and I don't see anybody listening. I know there's going to be those of you watching, possibly archived or on YouTube after the fact, but I do feel a little awkward right now still talking with not knowing if anybody's even paying attention or watching. So
Jackson found a way to go deep with success last year in Tampa, and he's a big-time part of this offense.
Yeah, you know, I think we really found out.
one thing you'll probably notice is that I do like to stay in the same formation over the course of a drive. I find it helps to keep the opponent off, kind of guessing a little bit.
And sailing out of bounds.
You know, a lot of people have kind of their bread and butter plays that you'll notice as soon as you see them in a certain formation that you know that they're going to. Spread it out here on 3rd down, though.
Just a hard worker and a great leader. 3rd down and 8.
Ooh, terrible throw. That should have been picked off. Would have been picked off on all Madden.
Took a big sigh of relief after that throw. That pass was close. It was nearly picked off. And sometimes you just gotta make a better decision at the quarterback position.
Also need to get used to playing on the smaller screen with the Twitch snapped over.
Coming onto the field, this quarterback, Cam Newton, so dangerous in so many ways, including a year ago leading all quarterbacks in rushing with nearly 600 yards on the ground, with a big-time arm to boot.
The Carolina Panthers go to the playoffs last year. They win the NFC South, and Cam Newton had one terrific year. He did it almost by himself on the offensive side, running and throwing.
And here we
see if we can force the 3 and out here.
Number of times today, running back D'Angelo Williams.
Every NFL offense needs a running back like D'Angelo Williams, a guy that can run inside,
here comes the screen.
outside, and make a guy miss. And also, every once in a while, he'll just run you over.
It's always frustrating when you get the screen going and you've got 3 guys out there to block one, and somehow the one guy gets through and gets the ball carrier.
A loss of a couple yards.
The Panthers have to punt the football. Martin's going to take this one from the 26. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
I do like that they seem to have closed up some of the holes in the return game. It was far too easy in Madden 15 to break kickoffs and punt returns.
First down here. Split backfield here. Martin's going to take the handoff now. Taken down at the 39.
Well, when you're going to run the football, if that's your objective, you cannot get frustrated by short runs. You know that it's going to build itself as the game goes along, so keep trying it.
After running it, it's second down. Split backfield here. Play action fake, looking to throw, looking to the right
Oh,
side.
what a terrible pass.
Incomplete.
There's a definite sign of the
3rd and 8 coming up after the
emphasis on
incompletion.
QB accuracy in this year's game.
The Buccaneers at the line of
Glennon,
scrimmage.
not
Split
one of the best
backfield.
quarterbacks in the league, so bound to see some passes like
Beyond
that.
the center in the gun. Jackson's got it. First down. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Early in this game, Phil, and already on the other side of the midfield strike.
Not bad there. Tough throw behind the receiver, but it's Vincent Jackson, so
mixing up the plays, the
you see him
defense
make a
is on guard
play or
right
two.
now, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
First down at the 45.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
The offense. Good piece of tackling.
Did not see that blitz at all.
The offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football.
Murphy's lined up now as a slot
See if we can't get a screen going here on 2nd and long. Ooh, blitz, perfect play call for it. And we got some running room here. Didn't even really anticipate the blitz there when I called the play, but
Do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense.
really worked out perfectly.
After the
Let's see if we
long
can't
game,
punch it in
let's
here.
See what they do here. Draw. Martin up the middle. Good for only a yard.
Always a good idea to try to run the football when you get down the red zone, because passing the football can be hard at times when you get close to the end zone, but the defense was ready and they step up and make the stop for a little gain.
The Buccaneers line up. Split backfield.
Alright, so we got a blitz coming here from the right side. I think I'm going to hot route Evans into a slant. Keep it quicker in case I need to get the ball out fast.
Down and 9.
Oh,
Pass goes incomplete. Deku in on the cover.
thought I had it there, but I think it was the rain might have affected that one.
Especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Murphy's lined up in the slot. From the shotgun. Touchdown.
Oh, nice one. There we go. I thought that was going to be disastrous when I let it go, because it looked like Murphy was getting hung up there with the defensive back, but maybe we got a little bit of luck, but I'll take it.
Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The Buccaneers kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing. And no return here, so Newton will start this drive.
All right, we'll take that touchback and see if we can't hold him again. I'm saying we as if it's like a collective here.
As they head to the line. Newton lines up in the pistol. D'Angelo Williams. Williams is
I still got to get used to this camera. That camera thing kills me every time.
As we showcase the defensive players, to look at Alteron Werner, one of the smartest players in the league, a graduate in 4 years out of UCLA.
Smart and tough. That'll take you a long
I didn't
way
get
in
my
the
plan in
NFL.
time.
And Werner is a tough guy on the outside. You'd love any defensive back to play as tough as he does.
Rock for a loss on that play.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
Go with the nickel with seeing the 3 wide receivers out there.
Williams is in the backfield. From the gun, Newton brings it
Underneath.
into his body.
Oh, I'll take that.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
And it'll be Nortman back to punt.
Still getting used to the play calling screen. Not sure how long I'm going to keep Doug Martin here as my return man. I can just see this ending in an injury.
They face first down.
I do like the 2 tight end sets. I think it gives you some good running flexibility. Of course, if you don't run towards the tight ends, it probably doesn't help you any, but
Martins is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but
I can't always run the obvious direction, especially when you're playing against another player. They see the way that you're lined up and it looks like an obvious run to one way or the other, they'll definitely stack that side. At least a good player will anyways.
Martin's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. On the money.
There we go.
Evans marked down at the 27.
this league now, you got to keep these wide receivers and quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and play man-to-man every play and think that's going to work. You got to mix in some
Should have
zones,
even thrown that
some
one before I did, but
and then occasionally go man-to-man cover.
had one of those
sets them up here on this play.
brain cramps where I forgot which button was which.
Martin, up the middle. Hardy's in on the tackle.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator coming with the counter run. And the defense
Does seem like running between the tackles is a little more viable too, because in last year's game it really felt like all you had to do was get outside of the tackles and then almost run parallel to the line of scrimmage,
Takes a look down from under center.
and you would be able to get past that first wave of defenders.
Here. And Evans is going to pull in the bullet pass.
Glennon's able to show off the football.
We'll have to see how this game
What a
ends
good
up,
job.
but
Look at those feet.
feels
Like
a
the dancer
little
gets
bit
himself
maybe
in
too
very good
easy on
position
offense
to
right
throw the
now.
football.
First down here after the completion.
May have to tweak the sliders just a bit to kind of get something in between All Pro and All Madden.
Flip to the outside. They're all over him. Behind
And maybe
the
I
line of
switched.
scrimmage. And a loss of one.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Offense lines up here. 2nd and goal from the 8. Makes the reception. Going to lose yards here.
Yeah, not the best idea of a pass, but I saw that they dropped into a zone and were really taking away the middle of the field there.
that's what you want. You come away with 3, that's going to be a big
That primary route probably wasn't going to do any good. Go empty with the tight end here.
The offense needs 10 yards here on 3rd down after that last completion. 3rd down and 10.
See if we can't get one of the receivers on the right side. Oh, I thought that bad read by me. I thought that nickel corner was going to follow the receiver, the slot receiver, all the way across, but definitely was dropping more into his zone. Have to settle for 3.
Side, it's positive energy, it makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time.
So far, it definitely doesn't feel as frustrating to play as it does on All Madden. I played 3 games so far on All Madden. One was just a debacle that I actually broadcasted. It's still up on the channel. It was just kind of a test broadcast to see how this whole thing would work. But yeah, if you watch that one, that was really bad. And then the second one wasn't as bad. First one was 22-0. The second one was a 19-7 loss. But I was also the Jaguars in that, which is actually the team I use in the Emerald Madden League, which is our site connected franchise. Ooh. And then I played my first week's game in the league with the Jags against the Eagles. Lost that one 10-0.
Throw it into the open spaces. That's what the quarterback did that time. Good job by the receiver running in there and making the catch.
And the main theme of that is it just games felt quick and they felt like a real struggle on offense, like, and not even like a good defensive game struggle. Just, I don't know, just felt like you were banging your head against the wall for no reason. Good old Cam Newton.
First down on the way.
It's really odd to see the opening,
In the backfield.
I guess the tutorial demo for the game. I don't think it was Newton again. You know, all the focus on the Seahawks since they won the Super Bowl, and Sherman being on the cover of the game, and then the opening they put you in control of the Panthers against the Hawks, and apparently they got Newton to do a lot of the voice work and all that. Just kind of interesting.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun.
Oh.
That left side. Jenkins gonna make the tackle.
Never good when you have a good run on the quarterback and you just kind of run right by him.
But the throw and catch picks up a few, and his 3rd down's much easier with this situation.
Williams lined up in a single back formation. Gets the handle here. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
The Panthers would love to run the football in all situations like this when you only need a little bit of yardage to get a first down.
Apologize for any lag. I getting to see the thing on the side. It's still my second ever broadcast. It's lagging. I'm not sure if that's the video or the audio or both, so apologize if the quality's not that great. Still working out the kinks here.
Dropping back 3.
Oh, and there goes Cam again.
Making the stop.
Maybe be time to start throwing in some QB spy plays.
They come to the line, and it's first down. They bring in the extra tight end. Plow ahead. Newton after the 3-yard rush.
Well, they're definitely in field goal range, so as we switch sides here, let's see if we try and keep them to 3. It was one thing I noticed on defense. Still doing a decent job. I wouldn't say great, but.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Got a flag.
Oh, didn't need that. It could have been worse. It's only. Well, that was weird. It showed the penalty being on Glennon. Pretty sure Mike Glennon wasn't in on the tackle there.
Yeah, it is a big penalty. You know, one thing, you know why we see a lot of face mask penalties in the NFL now? It's because players tackle too high. Get your arms around the waist. Go down low to make those tackles, and you wouldn't get those face mask penalties. First and goal.
Oh, right around the end.
Nice tackle.
That one's on me. I gotta do a better job of keeping containment on the end there instead of going inside trying to go around.
Every yard as they move closer and closer to the end zone.
This offense, they fit perfectly with the head coach. He's a tough guy. He's a grinder. And this offense, what a job here right now. They are grinding this football, like you said, right down the field.
Second and goal from the 2-yard.
Oh, right up the middle.
Touchdown and drawing close.
When you're behind in the football game, drive down and score. They did that. Now the next time when they get back out there, they got
not thrilled that I let up score, but not going to complain that it's the least competitive game. Like I said at the top of this thing, that's kind of the goal. I mean, yeah, it's fun to put up 70 points and
the score's 10-7.
all kinds of record-breaking yard numbers. But
they'll take it at the 20.
I'm always been more of a sim style fan, so I would gladly take a much more realistic outcome in stats to just beating up on the computer.
Heads on to the field. First and 10. Here's the handoff to Doug Martin. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers have the lead right now, but you would think to keep that lead, they'll want to lean on the running game a little bit more. Martin struggled to find running lanes in this one.
I think you're right. I think they need to lean on this running game a little bit more. The offensive line has to block better, and sometimes you got to look at the running back.
Looks like a zone.
You got to break some tackles and make it happen.
Probably going to either have Stalker or Martin
to the
underneath.
quarterback out of the gun.
Oh!
Almost intercepted that time.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes.
Would have had Stalker if I had just another second. He was just making his break there.
Yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Third down on the way.
Jamming, so I don't know. Something going there.
Shotgun formation.
There we go.
Makes the catch in open space. And Phil, you look at this offense right now. They've got a quarterback who's moving the football through the air, and that's a big reason why they're leading this game.
That's right. They're leading the game. Boy, I'd hate to be a defensive back out there today. The wide receivers are good. The quarterback
We'll see how the game progresses. I know a lot of people really relied on that tight end seam route as kind of like a bread and butter play in last year's game. And supposedly they did a lot to shore up some of those holes in the defense. I mean, the last couple of years, if you have a dominant tight end, I mean, I guess that's somewhat realistic as far as the league goes, but if you had a really good tight end, especially a fast one, you could generally send him up the seam and he could usually beat a linebacker if it was a man coverage, or find a hole. If you could just pop it in before he got to the safety, you were pretty good.
Got to stay patient with the run game. That's what the offense is doing here. Even though they haven't.
One thing I don't like is that I've noticed is that there seems to be a few times where you are in the play calling screen here and the down and distance and all the time and all that stuff, it's just not there. I don't know what's going on with that, but
He'll take the snap from the gun. Pulls it in, and he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
kind of frustrating. I would, probably should be paying more attention to what I'm doing and maybe worrying less about talking, but I guess this would be really boring if I did that. But I noticed that I wasn't quite sure what the down and distance was when I called that run on second and 4. I thought I was actually a little bit closer to the first down. I don't know if I'm going to get this screen. Let me see if hopefully this corner backs off of it. Keep this and throw it away.
Under pressure as he lets go.
Probably would have had a loss of yards there if I stuck with the screen and threw it. Best case scenario. Worst case would have been definite pick 6. He was just right there.
Murphy's in the slot. From the shotgun.
Wow. Oh, that just had disaster written all over from the get-go.
Great defensive back in the NFL now. You have to read the receiver. When those hands go up, you do the same, and that time the defense knocks the football down.
That's something I've noticed a little bit more too already in the first few games I played this year, is that quarterbacks are not just sitting ducks back there. Even in the pocket, they seem to be able to break out of sacks a little better. Oh, Luke Kuechly. Thought Martin had a step on him. Yeah, I'm good for a few linebacker interceptions in a game.
What a job and what a pair of hands.
Yeah, that's one thing, as I will be totally honest, will never say that I am the best Madden player ever. That's for sure.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. Catch made. He stacked up at that point.
The defenders do seem to be a little bit better in Madden 15 about coming up and making the tackle after a pass underneath like that. A lot of times you throw an underneath pass like that, and if the back had 5 or so yards to maneuver, it was pretty much almost a guaranteed first down, even on a 1st and 10 type play.
His quarterback as the single back. 3-step drop.
Oh,
And snatches it.
it was dangerous there. I thought there was a chance that my backer could have had that one. Split second late.
The offense
Let's see if
is
we can
set
send a
at
little
the
pressure
line
here.
for the first down after that completion. Offense lines up here.
There are a couple of linebackers on the blitz.
Newton's got it on the play action.
Oh, almost got him.
Barron on the coverage.
Blitzes also seem to work a little bit better in this year's game. Last year's, you send a couple of guys and the offensive linemen would just
Second down after
stone
the
them.
incompletion.
Running backs were really good blocking out of the backfield. Do seem to be able to get a little bit better pressure on the quarterback so far. That's what I've seen this year.
Tight ends on the field. They'll run it here. Williams is tackled down. The Panthers have not had a strong running game this half. At least
Does
in the
take some
sense
getting
of
used to
handing
with
the
some of the new
football
defensive
off.
controls,
Williams
especially
had
on the
a
line.
really hard time of it, and right
It's
now
forced a
his
habit
team
for the last few
behind
years to just use
knows they have to get him to step up.
the right stick to do all of your swims and spin moves and all that. And
So far here today, Jim, it always comes down to this. The offensive line is getting dominated, so there's no chance for the running back to get anything done.
Oh.
The offensive line, they've got to change up.
dropped my middle zones a little bit too deep there, considering what the yardage was.
Running backs are such a big part of the pass game now in the NFL. Look at this play, able to take a short catch and get a long gain out of
There's
it.
some straight up
Nice
man
job
here
by
on
the
first
running
down.
It's Williams in the backfield, staying with the passing game on first down.
Oh!
Underneath and incomplete that time.
Thought I was going to get him there. get these middle underneath routes
Olsen's
covered a
in the
little
slot
bit better
receiver
here.
role for this upcoming snap.
Uh-oh.
Set up screen.
Figures I finally timed getting off the ball perfectly and right into a screen.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You can give a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers.
One good thing though about the change in controls is that a lot of times when you would go and you would instinctively try and hit the right stick when you were anticipating engaging
Sets them up now for 3rd and 7. Nickel
on the
here for the defense.
on the pass rush. If there was a screen and your lineman bailed out, I mean, you were basically just going to fall flat on your face. Oh, come on, bring him down.
And he's going to be tackled. And it's going to
Cam
be
Newton, the
for
tank.
4 downs.
That's all right, we'll take that. Holding the 3.
A field goal try to tie the game.
Proverbial bend it but don't break defense.
And he puts it through for 3.
We're even at 10. So far, so good. 10-10 in the second. Not outrageous, not by a long shot. So
My gosh, you don't even want to look at them.
Everyone's lined up for this kickoff.
we'll see how things go as we get towards the end of the half. A lot of times, even on the 15-minute quarters playing in games past,
Run this one out.
you would get situations where the offenses were moving so quickly. But I think with the new no-huddle mechanics, I think that's going to fix a lot of that. We'll go back to single back here.
First down. Mike Glennon
I don't know if my mic's picking that up, but the ice cream man's driving by.
Doug Martin carries the football. Ely's there that time for the tackle.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it.
It was interesting that they seem to have changed a lot of the curl routes. Oh, we got the double safeties coming here. I'll have to get rid of this thing quick.
From the 23.
Oh, he read that real well.
Oh, good job by the linebacker knocking that pass down that time.
Oh, that was an interesting little tip that I've never seen before. Wait for the receiver icon to turn solid before throwing to that receiver.
Knocks the football down.
We have to keep that in mind.
3rd down.
I don't know if I've ever actually. I don't know if that's a new thing for this year's game or if I've just never noticed that in years before.
Throws the pass.
Oh, stopped his momentum. I thought I was going to be able to carry him over to the first down, but
Good job by the
no
defense.
dice.
They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations
And this is when
like
in
this,
years past
if
you would
it's
hear
thrown short
Phil
of the
Simms
first down marker,
reprimand you
they're
for
good.
not throwing
Come
past
on,
the
make
first
tackle.
down marker.
Now we have 4th down.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage. And that's David in on the stop.
You have to reverse this field position here. I'm gonna try and get into halftime with the lead.
The Panthers are set now for their next possession. On this passing down, the defense comes
Watch
out
for the
in
option here.
nickel. First down at the 45.
Oh, another screen.
They're going to get him here for a sack.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, whereas in last year's game, you probably would have seen the guy that I was controlling fall flat on his face because the offensive lineman in front of him had taken off before they actually engaged. And this one, I was actually able to recover and kind of get into the area where the running back was going to be.
Looking across the middle, that's a gain of 8.
In case you didn't know, hold wide intercept.
I
was going to say maybe I should turn those off, but maybe I'll learn a few things if I keep those on.
Benjamin's lined up in the slot. 3rd and 12.
Oh, come on.
Had it, but dropped it.
Jim, when you get in these
Computer-controlled
situations, there's not much you can
defensive
do.
linemen are really
Not easy to pick
doing
up
some
first
odd
downs
things
in
here.
these type of situations.
Oh, that's just a drop. I thought maybe that hit my defender, but
They're set to punt it away now.
alright, so we're just under 5 minutes here left to go. We have it on the 20.
And not a favorable bounce this
Whether I
time
score or
as it's
not
headed
here,
to the
I
end
think
zone
the
for a
most
touchdown.
important thing is that I really need to have some kind of a drive put together so that even if I don't score and I have to give it back to
The Buccaneers come out for the next
Panthers,
possession.
that they're not going to have a short field to work
Offense
with.
lines up here.
You figure, as long as I don't go 3 and out,
First down at the 20. Takes it on the draw. Martin takes the hit.
there we go.
And is brought
As long as I don't go 3 and out,
Boy, there's nothing like a
probably
draw
going to
play.
be
Just
under
takes the
2
defense
minutes
by surprise, and running backs, they love it because they know they have a chance to
after
get some
this
easy
drive's
yards.
over, one way or the other, unless I keep it for the half and
Martin is
drive
in
down,
the
obviously.
backfield.
Corner
The
coming, it looks like.
Buccaneers
Nope.
Snap it up at the 26. Finds Evans. That'll stop the play right there.
There's another decent change in this year's game is that it's not, you can't just stop on a dime and immediately cut back and continue your momentum the way you were going.
After that catch for a first down.
And I have no idea, I didn't even notice what I picked there. So I was still looking at the replay. Sneaking underneath the linebacker, I think that was Kuechly again, looking for another interception. Alright, let's see, we got 2nd and inches.
To make big plays. He is making it so tough on these
We'll go
defensive
slot in
backs.
here.
They don't know whether he's going to go deep,
See
go
if-
across the field. He
Stick with
uses
Evans
that
if he's got the
speed,
hot
makes
hand.
catches, and gets nice yards after the catch.
Although it's a little bit of a deeper route, so may go to the tight end on the delay. Or the running back who's wide open out of the backfield.
Out for the completion. Charging ahead.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now
See
you
if we can
give
go
your
back to the
offense
ground
3
here.
more opportunities.
Martin lines up in the backfield.
I like the setup here. I'm not sure if I like. I think that's a linebacker over there. I'm not sure if I'm going to like the matchup if the receiver's going to get there or not.
Martin's taking the handoff.
Yeah, see.
He's taken down at
Oh, it was a
the
safety or a
35.
corner. It was a defensive back. It was tough to tell because you can't see the numbers.
And that time they stopped that run just for a short
And
gain.
Second down
he was
after going to the ground game the first play.
positioned as if he was a linebacker and not necessarily covering up on the receiver out there.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Nickel formation for the defense here. Keeps it here. And Evans
Oh, did he get it?
on a pass that had some heat.
Oh, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first
Hey,
down.
look at that.
Making one solid play after another and just
That's an
marching down the field.
Awful pass.
First down here after the completion. First down following the long play. Out of the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle.
Oh.
But the hit knocks the ball out.
Good timing by the defensive player
Say
that time.
it's starting to be the Mike Evans show, but
Just as the football is getting there,
drop back
and
into a
makes
zone
the hit,
there,
knocks that football
cut off
loose.
that slant.
Second down here.
See if we can't find our way to the end zone here before halftime.
From the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw. He's brought down.
The Buccaneers offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass.
Got a bit lucky there. I threw that before
Caught the defense off guard.
I knew
They
that
got
Stalker
the
was even
completion
going
for
to
a
read
good
that
gain.
into a curl route.
The defense here on the
See if
goal.
There we go. There's 7.
For the touchdown.
Sorry. 6. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
this run, just it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us, and they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on 1st and goal for the touchdown.
The Buccaneers kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards.
Nice little drive there. 9 plays, 80 yards. I'll take it.
Makes the catch at the 7, and they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Panthers bring their offense back on the field for their next drive. Stewart is in the backfield.
To get ready for the 2-minute interesting formation that they started this with.
1st and 10. He's got the catch. Hatcheries tackled down at the 24. Now the offense in their hurry up. From the gun.
Whoa.
Looking to the right side and throwing. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. Newton's back in shotgun formation.
That caught me a little off guard there.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the 1st down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short. Defense makes
let's see
the
where
tackle,
I
and here we
take
are
possession
standing
here.
at
You know,
4th
looking at just under a minute to go.
Martin's got a chance this
Whoa.
time. Tackles made.
Way to let that guy go right through. Alright, 48 seconds. On the own 28. Let's spread it out and see what we can do.
1st down here.
Not going to do anything stupid though, hopefully, and give them the ball.
They'll go shotgun here. Reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch.
Good job by the receiver running into that defense.
Definitely noticing the effects of having Mike Glennon as the quarterback. He's,
That pass play picked up.
you know, he's not the worst quarterback in the league, but obviously not one of the elites.
It's an empty backfield.
So you see him throws like that one where, you know, bullet pass sends it up in the air.
Snap it out of the gun. Makes the reception.
We'll take that. Need sticks. Keep my timeouts.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in.
Wow, that's so weird to see from me. Usually I'm very run heavy. You saw that it was 12 runs to 28 passes thus far. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hit Murphy on this corner. Oh, let a receiver fall. Oh! Trying to throw it away, and that's not what I wanted to do there.
Touchdown, Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Anytime you're on
Terrible.
the offensive side and you fumble,
Waited way too long to try and
picks it
throw
up
it
and
away.
takes it for a long touchdown. Wow, that is hard to overcome. So what a job by the defense. Very opportunistic. Take advantage of those situations when they come up.
I was really hoping to
Ready
go
to
into
step
the
up
half
and
with the
send this one
lead.
down to the end zone.
Pretty sure I'm getting the ball in the second half. It's been so long. Whoa! See, that's the move right there that you could almost guarantee yourself to get at least 30 to 40 yards, if not break it for a touchdown every time in last year's game. All right. 24 seconds, 3 timeouts. Let's get goofy again. Hopefully not turn the ball over.
The Buccaneers
See if we
come
can't get
to
at
the
least
line,
get into
starting
field
this
goal range
drive
here.
At the 28. Murphy's a receiver in the slot.
Probably gonna look for Hawkins here on the out.
Now 1st and 10.
Nope, that's covered up. And let's.
Fakes the throw.
Oh.
Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes in.
Because I wasn't hitting the button hard enough to throw it away those first couple times.
You can go deep down the middle.
Alright, 19
where
seconds. We'll go
safeties
one
are,
more, and then I
or
think
if a linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short.
we'll end up
underneath the
running it on
defense.
3rd down if I don't get anything here.
2nd and 10.
Oh,
The ball out incomplete.
That's
yeah. 15 seconds.
The receiver trying to make that catch. He knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocked
15
the football
seconds
out
left.
to the ground.
They got all 3 of their timeouts. So there's a chance that they could call timeout just to try and get the punt back here.
They'll go with the extra tonnage
Counter the
here
other
with
way.
the jumbo set. The Buccaneers take it from the 28.
Yeah, but 12 seconds. I think I'm fine with that. Punting from the 30. You're gonna probably take at least half of the time here on the punt. So we got 3 seconds, so you're basically down to a Hail Mary situation here. So we'll go quarter. Where's my prevent? Quarter 3 deep. Oh, I didn't get. Oh, yeah, we're just doing a cover 3. But we got man on the receivers, so and then the 3 over the top. Really no excuse for this to become a touchdown, and we'll take the sack on the 3-man rush.
And we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL.
I do like the halftime show or report that they do, but in the interest of time here,
Let's get ready now to take a look back at the
I'm going
first
to try
half.
and skip
As
it
we
if I
look
can.
at the numbers, the only thing that really matters is that we've got a tie game. We'll have another half here to figure out who can come out on top. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Buccaneers take it at the 11. Murphy's found on the quick pass and catch it. That goes
There we
for a
go.
10-yard
I'm starting to think I was going to be able to skip it.
early advantage.
Oh, and I don't get the ball in the second half. I guess I didn't realize I received to start. So that fumble at the end of the half, fumble return for the touchdown, was really made even worse now with the fact that I didn't get the ball in the first half, or start the second half, because I was really hoping to start, really going to the ground, trying to extend the lead and take a lot of time off the clock that way. Oh,
At the 28-yard line.
that's garbage. There's no way that should have been an 8-yard gain.
Second down coming up.
Second and short, we'll try and send a little pressure.
Benjamin's going to get set in the slot.
Switch my corner around.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun.
Keep outside. Ooh.
Benjamin's got the catch and the first.
See, I knew there I really couldn't take the inside route
What's the old expression?
because you're playing against
That's what they did
Cam
with that
Newton.
throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives
So
them
you
a
really
chance
need
for 3 more
to
downs.
be mindful that at any time
The defense comes out
you
of
could
the
go outside.
First and 10. Finds his mark. Picks up 8 here.
I don't know if receivers like this.
I'm not ever really worried about Newton
inside because they know the defense
going
is
inside.
their way, but that time it's a good throw and catch.
Especially when you're playing against other players too. You're not really going to see the quarterback step up and go inside. A lot of times you see them scramble and go to the outside.
Will go ground.
Oh, come on. Oh, I thought we were going to have him there.
Williams and gains maybe 4.
Williams is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time.
I should probably stream more of my games, every game that I play, because it's forced me to.
Back to the ground. Running to his right. And a gain of 4.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards.
It feels like D'Angelo Williams is doing more damage than he is. That's the other thing too, is that I think it's the camera angle
Coming to the line, hoping to
a little bit
avoid being
here.
sacked for a third
Once the
time.
play starts, it seems like the offense is gaining more yards. Oh, there we go.
A foot race to the end zone. Into the open.
Oh, caught by Newton. Oh, and he fumbled. You gotta be kidding me. No, there's no way.
The
There is
flag
no
is
way.
out
That
as the
was
play
down. Oh,
continues.
and we got a flag. What in the world? This was just a mess of a play. Let's see what the flag. Unnecessary roughness. What was that? I don't even know what happened there. I could have swore that he was down by contact before that fumble happened, but apparently we're not getting a review on it.
Newton still has it.
Oh, you know what? And just after I spent, oh, and now Newton fumbles.
Cough up the football, and the defense takes possession.
What a mess this game's turning into. You know, just after I sit here and talk about how I'm not worried about Newton stepping up in the pocket and taking off up the middle, it's exactly what he does.
Just make such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense and they recover the fumble.
All right, let's see if we can calm this game down a little bit. Slow it down. All right, I am going to switch this over to the right.
Avoid being sacked. And is brought down.
Solid gain of 7. I'll take that on a first down run every single time. Stay on the ground here.
Down and 3 following that nice run. Murphy's in the slot. Here's the hand.
Oh.
Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
The Buccaneers
That was just awkward.
He has to be frustrated by that
You gotta
play. I think
at
he
least
called
put a
the
block
right
on the
play,
guy. I know
but
you're
what
trying to
happens
sell
if
the
the
draw,
ball
but
loses yards? That's
come
just
on.
a bad job by the offensive line.
All right. I'm gonna leave look for Murphy here or Stalker.
3rd down and 5.
We'll go Stalker. He's wide open. Oh, stay in bounds. Go forward.
Was made, and that'll move the chains. And this
That
game
route
is
kills me
tied.
because
Still, you've got a quarterback
for whatever reason they make the tight end or the receiver, the slot receiver who's doing it, kind of turn back at the very end of it. So even if you're gonna throw the quick out like that, they always seem to be going back towards the line of scrimmage when they catch it.
The Buccaneers will take the snap.
It's kind of a weird design, I think.
Well, when you have a tie game and you're down in the red zone, you can do whatever you want. You can pull them with a run here, or you can take a chance to throw the football in the
Another
end
good
zone
7-yard
and get a
gain.
score.
It's, we're not gonna go for another draw here on second and short. All right, now I'm tossing. Oh, double safety blitz here. So this is not man. This could work out nice. So I think I'll stay with it. Oh, nope. I was hoping that the corners might be dropping back in order to compensate for the safeties, both safeties blitzing, but you know they were bringing the heat there.
Martin's in the backfield, single back set.
Oh, bad throw.
Just had to avoid the sack. Incomplete.
That is so tough to do, to be that close to these receivers.
I thought I saw the
without getting a penalty. Good
38
job.
there. I didn't think he was dropping back, and made up my mind way too quickly to let that go.
Coming up.
All right, let's see how we do here with this field goal. 40 yards shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't, maybe. There we go. There we go. By 3. Quite a game we got going here. I was worried early on about it getting out of hand.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. First down, offense readying for the snap. It's Williams in the backfield. Cotchery's got it on the handoff. Brought down at the
But that was a pretty smooth end around. That was another complaint I had with last year's game, is that, I mean, you could do some damage with end arounds, but I think that they just took so long to develop that it was really hard to get anything going with them unless you really caught the defense in a bad play call against it.
Throws the pass.
Ooh, how'd he get so free?
Gain of 9. Good job by the play caller that time, calling for the short pass. Even though it comes up short of the first down, it opens up many things that you can do on third. You can run a reverse, draw plays, screen plays, or if you want, you can still throw it down the field.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center.
Oh, that silly camera again.
His hand at the football, and he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Not a fan of the player lock camera at all.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game.
Not that it would have necessarily meant I would have stopped that play. That didn't do it.
It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
The Panthers have it at the 34. D'Angelo Williams, and he's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Do a little linebacker blitzing here. Second and 10, see if I can catch him in a run.
Newton's got it in the gun.
Nope. Oh, he stepped up. Come on, bring him down. There we go. Casillas. I start to get nervous every time I see Newton tuck now.
They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
On the way, third down.
Oh man, up here on third down. See if maybe we can get a coverage sack.
From the gun. He's got
Nope. Getting a coverage sack would require having good coverage.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities. What you can do on
So
the
here, what I'm going to try and do here is bring the safety in that middle zone to kind of not only act as a zone, but act as a spy.
Williams takes it out of the eye, and he is tackled at the 44.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get
Jumbo
it done.
package here. Second and 6. I mean, this looks like a definite run formation.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo.
Oh, this is interesting.
Another handoff right back to him.
Yeah. I was more worried about the play action option there with Newton.
Well, that time the offensive line
Not real concerned about Williams being there.
loud penetration. When you do that, nowhere for the running back to go. What a good job of the defensive line.
Third down here. Offense trying to pick up
The nickel
first.
blitz here. See if we can
Stewart lined up in the backfield.
sneak it in there. But it worked out. They lined up all three receivers. Oh, here's the screen. Oh, then, yeah, we got him anyway.
Forced to the ground.
So that worked out. I did have the blitz, but I also had short zones on that side where the screen was coming. So quarterbacks are a little bit, the computer quarterbacks seem to be a little bit smarter, where they're not just in this, where they're just not just going to toss it into a crowd. Oh, why am I there? Let that go.
And this will end up in the end zone for a touchback.
All right. I think go to the air in this drive. I think I'll start on the. I think I'm gonna start on the ground here with the draw, but I've had some success with the pass. So
Evans lined up in the slot. Doug Martin taking it right up the middle. He's tackled right at the 24. And Phil, you talk about a quarterback having a big day. We've seen just that in this game.
Yes, Jim, the passing game, it has been terrific. Very sharp quarterback, pinpoint with his passes.
apparently they agree that I've had success passing the ball.
Showing great touch And give the coaches a lot of credit when you talk about this.
I'm gonna start being a little bit more mindful of the play clock too. I know a couple of years ago when I played a lot of, solo seasons,
The Buccaneers have it at
I would
the 24.
make sure that when I ran 15-minute quarters that I would let the play clock get to at least 10 before I snapped it when the clock was running, just to
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top.
keep a decent pace of the game, or keep the time of the game down, the plays down, and the score down a little bit. I haven't really been paying attention, but I also think I haven't been snapping it too much more before that.
First down at the 35. Keeps it on the play fake.
Oh.
The defense gets a sack.
Jim, you can't tell the difference between the quarterback and the center. They're both retreating about as fast as you can go. That time the center gets run over.
That was
and it leads
terrible
to a
on my
sack
part.
of
I was too
QB.
busy watching the
After
receiver
that
trying to
sack,
break into
drop
his
that
route.
back 9 yards. It sets up second down and 19. From the gun. He has the grab.
I'll take that completion on a 2nd and 19.
Jim, when you see these out routes thrown and caught, it's all about timing and rhythm. The quarterback, he has both. That throw is
I'm
right
gonna go
on
with the
target.
screen here.
Nice throw.
Guys that I play in my league with, if they were to see this game or see the stats,
The defense
I think they would
comes out in the nickel.
they would freak. I don't think we played 5 seasons in the league last year. I don't think I had a single game over 300 yards passing.
Has the first down and a whole lot more.
And I actually won the Super Bowl twice, so it's not like I was, just losing constantly. I was very, very run heavy. Plus, when we play the league, we play 7-minute quarters, and with me being kind of as run heavy as I tend to be, it really shortens those games. We play 7 minutes with the accelerated clock. I mean, there's times that I'll have 2, maybe 3 possessions and a half.
Down the stretch, if they want to control the game, you have to think they're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense.
Look for Jackson first here. I do like to target the primary receiver most times, and then have an idea of where else to go.
Looking across the middle.
There we go.
Brought down at the 41-yard line.
That's a nice route on the outside.
There are some plays that I will definitely not look for the primary first.
This is third down.
But generally, they're designed that way for a reason.
Offense lines up here.
Let's see if we can get Martin out of the backfield here.
Takes it from the gun.
There we go.
Has his man.
Now that was interesting. Usually that angle play, the running back definitely goes a lot further out before he made his cut, and I don't know if that was a read on his part, because you saw that middle opened up real quick, or if that's a change in the actual design of the route in the game.
The line for the first down after that completion.
I'll have to see if I end up running that play again. This looks like this could break open pretty quickly for Evans.
Here is the first
there it is.
snap of the final quarter. Good piece of tackling.
And you saw that where it looked like you had the nickel corner, or it might have been a linebacker, but he wasn't. You had 3 receivers over there, and only one of them was covered man up. And we'll go back to the draw here.
So they
curl
complete
flat.
one, and still it's second down. Nickel formation.
I see
here for the
Murphy
defense.
doesn't have anyone man up on him, so I might be able to hit him quickly on this. Yep, there it is.
Murphy's got the catch and the first.
I'll take that. You give me a quick underneath route there with nobody on him, you're pretty much going to turn that into at least a 10-yard gain almost every time. All right, now we'll go back to the ground with the draw.
That is play number 10 on this drive. This has been a long drive so far. First and 10. Martin's going to take the handoff.
I noticed from
Tackle is made.
running
Well, you always like to run
a lot last year is that formation on the defense had middle linebackers creeping up into what looked like a blitz scenario, but I've known from experience that there's also a play where they do that and they drop back into into a zone out of that, so it's a good disguise blitz. I was hoping that I wasn't going to get the blitz. It didn't make that much of a difference because I ended up only getting 2 yards in the play. But and that was an interesting little shift by the safety over there on the right-hand side.
Stand back beyond the center in the gun. Pulls it in. Gains about 3.
Dink and dunk down the field.
Nice situation here for the offense.
Tough third down here.
Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
It's 3rd down coming up. Mounting a serious drive.
Alright, so we're definitely going to look at Stalker here on the corner, and then Martin underneath if this is covered. Oh, go Martin. Oh, good read there by the linebacker. The linebacker made a nice play. Maybe if I waited another second, I think I might have been able to get Martin, but
Knock it down so nobody else can catch it.
we'll have to settle for the field goal here. Should be a gimme.
The kick is good.
That's a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it's
Well, not ideal, obviously. When you're down that far, you in the other team's red zone. You know, you want to come away with a touchdown, especially where we're early in the 4th. That would have made it a 2-score game. Now, I mean, touchdown. That I to play some good defense here. Obviously, you never want to let up a score, but a little more urgent now.
They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Williams is in the backfield. Newton in shotgun formation. Catch made near the side.
It's close, but eyeball said it was in.
Very calm, and they should be. That 1st down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second.
One thing that and I haven't seen it yet in this year's game is the suggestion to challenge a play on something close like that on the sideline. They used to give you the suggestion, and it never seemed that it would ever get overturned. Oh, another second I would have had.
Right around the 39-yard line.
Panthers just picked up a big 1st down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half,
It's defensive stand here. Hasn't started off too well. Let's see if we can.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Oh, there's just a drop.
Look the football in. With the gloves these receivers wear, the rules that you can't touch them, there's no excuse for dropping the football.
I was just looking at that stat. I believe it just said Newton's 19 of 24 so far in this game, and that's been a little bit of an issue that I've had.
2nd down following that incompletion.
QB completion percentage against. So last year I would win a lot of my games, but unless I was up against a really bad quarterback and I was up big, I noticed that I wasn't. They were completing a lot of passes. Couple one here. 3rd and 7. 3rd and like 6 to 8. I like to have that short zone right up in the middle. A lot of times you'll see a crossing pattern or an out. Didn't do me a lick of good there, but not so much with other players. I've noticed. I mean, unless you have someone who really, like I said earlier, likes to go to that tight end seam route. But the computer definitely does like to throw underneath over the middle. Oh, one-handed. Nice grab there.
Get down in the red zone,
we have to try and put the clamps on here. They're getting way too close for comfort.
Let's see if he can do it. His team is down.
Bring a little bit of fresh here. 2nd and 4. Could be a run.
2nd down, 4 to go.
There we go. And there's the pressure.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there,
We're going to bring another blitz here from the corner, from the slot corner, I should say. Get that zone going underneath. So.
We'll take the snap from the 25.
Uh-oh. Ooh, what a weird throw that was.
As it goes out of bounds.
That's an in-video game only throw. You would never, ever, ever see an NFL quarterback falling away, throwing it completely across their body across the field.
And the kick is good for 3.
It's 3. 3-point game here with just under 9 to go.
They always want to get something out of it. Get some
This
points.
is going to be a big drive here.
The field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Gonna try and keep it more on the ground and see.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted.
One, obviously you want to take some time off the clock, I mean, but where it's only a 3-point lead, it's not a complete, give up and try and run the ball 3 straight times. Obviously, there's way too much time left to do that, but we would like to really milk the clock a bit and hopefully, put some points on the board.
Now 1st and 10.
Martin's going to secure the handoff, and he gains maybe 3.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that
So I'm
run.
going to go to the air here. Even if I don't pick up the first down, hopefully the idea is to complete something underneath and set up a 3rd and short, which will give me, the option to either run or pass. Oh, waited too long. Oh, I got lucky there. I waited too long to throw that pass. I gave the linebacker a chance to get in there.
The pass picks up some solid yards. Now it's 3rd and short. Every offense is better in 3rd and short than 3rd and long, of course.
All right, I'm going to power this. I definitely didn't want to draw, and I definitely didn't want to pitch here. 3rd and inches, you really don't want to mess around too much. Because even if I get stopped and I don't somehow get the first down, I could probably run a sneak on 4th and inches. Moot point as I get across the first down line, but I might draw here. 1st and 10. I haven't had much success with the draw so far in this game, but why not? I'll let the clock run down a little bit more here, down to maybe 5 seconds before I snap. Oh, there we go. Nice little hole there. Now, 2nd and inches here, I'm going to stay and run, but I'm willing to pitch here because even if it, if it gets disastrous and I lose a couple of yards, it's not like it's you're at a 2nd and 5 or a 2nd and 7, and now all of a sudden you're looking at a 3rd and 9 or 10. Come on, fall forward. There we go. See, not a great play, but it did get the first down, which is the most important thing right now. Yeah, let's mess around with an end around here. Let's see it. I noticed when the computer ran one earlier. Ooh, I'm audible out of this. I do not like this at all. We'll keep it on the ground though, but you can see where they've got that left side well stacked. An end around would have been a disaster right there.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that.
I'll try the end around again, at least to see if they're lined up a little bit better. I don't know. It's better. There's not that. I mean, a lot's gonna depend on my end there. If he can get that defensive, my tackle, if he can get to their defensive end.
They need to get the playoff.
Oh, nope. Nope. So obviously not as greatest of situations. Gonna go into the shotgun though.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
So we've got Jackson here on the in route. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send Stalker on and out.
Trying to beat the play clock.
Basically, that's a safety valve route there. Oh, and I pressed the wrong button. Probably wouldn't have even... I was looking to go to Stalker there. I don't even know if it would have been complete. The linebacker was actually covering it decently well. I mean, he might have had a step on him. So now the emphasis is on the defense. It's
waves his arm and he's going to make a fair catch.
So time's not really an issue here. It's, you know, probably if anybody who's watching this is probably a football fan, so I probably don't have to preach to the choir at some of the stuff, but it'll give me something to talk about. Time definitely not a factor right now. You know, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. They've got all 3 of their timeouts. All they need is a field goal to tie. So they can run, they can pass, and there's that silly camera again. Because that might change things with a sack there. Now there's going to be a little bit, kind of a little bit more pressure now. I'll go with this cover 6 here. Get the 3 guys deep on the strong side with where the 2 receivers are. If Cotchery goes down the sideline, I could be in some trouble. Ooh. I didn't even notice that was a screen setup.
26-yard line.
Well, he had all day long to throw the football that time. That's why he had success throwing the football down the field. I'll tell you what, this defense, they need to start blitzing this quarterback.
Well, Phil Simms wants me to blitz, so I'm going to send my corner here. So that worked out nice because they actually have the receivers all on the left-hand side. So when my corner comes, it's not like he's really abandoning a... Oh, is that Tyquan Underwood? You know, my corner there, I mean, yeah, if he was in man, he would have been obviously over there on one of the... But where he was blitzing from the right side and all the receivers were on the left, not really going to kill me as much as if, you know, there was a receiver on that side.
Martin's going to look for space now. Has 12 on this.
All right, so now we've got 2:26 left. Now is really where we want to do everything we can to bleed the clock. I'm going to go into an I formation, which I haven't used all game. I like to do this in the 4th quarter, bring the fullback in, and really try and do some power running.
If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the 4th, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense.
And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I'm just going to pick a play just so we can accelerate it down to the 2-minute warning.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning.
Normally on a 2nd and long, I would be hesitant to run the ball out of this formation, but where, you know, we're looking to bleed the clock, I'm going to force him to use a timeout. I'm going to run the counter here and maybe hopefully catch him off guard.
Takes a look down from under center. Here's the handoff to Doug Martin.
There we go, stay in bounds. Decent game. I mean, not obviously first down would have been ideal, but 3rd and 4 is manageable. Now I'm going to actually throw here. I'm going to set up for the curls, see what the coverage looks like. All right, where I've got the corners backed off here, I'm going to watch. The real key for me is going to be the right outside linebacker, or left outside linebacker on the offensive right side. Yep, he went out, so I'm going to the tight end. Oh, Kuechly stepped in and intercepted it.
In on the stop.
Well, what I tell you earlier, I'm good for a couple of those.
It's 4th down coming up, and of course they are going to go for it here.
Jim, no doubt they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Commentary glitch.
What does the defense do? Do they play it conservative, or do they take a chance and really go after the offense?
All right, so now obviously pressure's on me.
First down.
Still plenty of time, minute 52, plenty of time for them where they're almost already in field goal range. Oh, and I completely ran by him there.
And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Every play is huge now. 2nd down.
All right, so now we're in the no huddle.
Right to the hurry up.
use a timeout here. The Panthers snap it at the 31. He'll fire it
Look out.
to the left.
Oh.
For the completion.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities. What you can do.
Big sack there.
Good job by the offense.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Second and goal from the 9. That's Newton over to
Ooh, way too much room under there.
Trailing. Every third down so big at this point. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry.
Oh, no.
To the end zone for the touchdown.
I saw that one developing.
Cam Newton with
And
the
here we go.
touchdown
Now,
run. At the time, you
after
look at
all
it
of
and say,
this, I'm
how
now
in the
down
world do you stop him, Phil?
in need of a touchdown with under a
Hard to
minute to
stop
go, and I
anytime.
haven't exactly lit it up on
Carolina
offense,
Panthers are
so
inside the 5-yard line. My first thought
it's
on the defensive side is
maybe a
this.
rough
Cam
start
Newton's
here.
going to run the football, and if you're not ready for it, he's going to walk into the end zone like he did that time.
Lined up now in kickoff formation.
Ducks
Oh.
out of bounds.
What is he doing? What is he doing? You gotta be kidding me.